we should be live here. I was just giving the market some time to digest, but we are correcting ourselves around highs of 960. This is overnight highs. We are taking previous day's highs out in the pre-market session. I'm getting an orb short on DAX. We could check quick Nasdaq here, but you could see that Nasdaq is correcting itself after being extremely overbought. So yesterday we saw some push to 550. Then it corrected itself. At night it pushed pre-market, did manage to break previous these highs, and now it's correcting itself. It's just around support. It could easily push back but also sell off. I mean, it's hard to predict where the overall market is gonna go, but what I can say is we are showing some progress to the downside again. Okay, so I don't want to overcomplicate this session. I know what to do. We have DAX right now. So we have a short right now, currently triggered. I don't have any open position. I'll take them with you. I think it's gonna sell off, but again, I also have to be very careful. We have inflation rate coming in at 2 today. So we have news coming in today. Yeah, okay. That's great. So we have an orb short on DAX that just triggered, but it's already down from like 25,000. This was the pre-market. This is the orb high. We have a break below. This is the orb short triggered. I'm just gonna follow my own system and go for a short with you. While this is could be a little bit risky, because it's already sold off, right? But I'll start with a light short position. Then I can always add more to it. So I'll just follow my own system, and I just want to wait for that orb to close and give me the setup. So I'll take it with you right here. Not heavy. I'll have my stop loss at 950 and my take profit, it's probably going to be 750 for now. I think it could really quick turn. I don't think this is just going to be great from the day we're going to open it. I think we have to give it some time. So I just opened some short position here. It's going to be interesting to actually see if it's going to correct itself more or if it's going to turn around, because it's always tricky here when we're taking the orb short, because people, they might buy it, they might push it back. What should really sell the market off is it's pretty strong today, right? And we already corrected ourselves, so I think it's gonna go back. But I took the short just following the orb. I'm short here. I can give you exactly my entry price. I'm short at around here, and I have my stop loss at the orb high. I could consider moving it and then have my stop loss at 25,000, because I know it could potentially go back. But again, I'll just have it for now here at like 950. And then I would actually like to target my TP3 or just these previous days lows like 630. I'm probably going to consider exit half of my position here and the rest at previous days lows. That's what I'm going to do. So that was pretty quick. Tuned in for a couple of minutes just to show you exactly what I want to do myself. Right now it's not working out, and I'm also aware of that the market could turn. Okay, but if we look at Nasdaq, it's pretty weak. Okay, so Nasdaq looks weak. Nasdaq's actually selling off, as you could see. So I'm just waiting for some momentum to come in. Let's see if this is gonna turn. We have break of structure. We're following exactly the system, following all the rules. Let's see here. I mean, DAX looks really overbought, but I'm also aware of a potential support here, that this could easily go back. Let's see. I'm just placing some trades here on my live account as well. It's interesting where we should have our stop loss actually, because I think, I mean, it could really push harder and it could really go higher than 900, but it could also start selling off now. And if it starts selling off, then we can add to it. And then once we add to the trade, then we can move our stop loss closer, and then we could hold it, right? Let me just see here if we remove these lines. But I mean, we are around all-time high for DAX, and I'm pretty optimistic regarding the OMX C25, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, also Germany. I mean, you can see things is actually rising. I even think, like, if you look at Novo Nordisk, I think it's Novo Nordisk is up like 5% today. What about Rheinmetall? That went crazy yesterday. That's actually selling off a little bit. I mean, it's interesting to see what the market's really gonna do today. I mean, it could go back to 25,000 and then it could sell off. Let's see. Market is turning right here. Currently pushing against me. I think it could move to 25,000, where the stop 2 is. I mean, it's very close, stop 1. We can always change that, right? But I mean, stop 1 is very close. It's interesting. Let's see here. Because right now it's just pushing. I'm actually thinking about adding to short right here. I still think it could come down to 9 or 750 very quick, but it could also be a little bit risky here. We already see selling pressure, and then we see a bounce back. So it's holding beautiful here at 860. But let's see. It's probably trying to move to 900, where we are right now, and then stop. I mean, it could potentially go to 925, 930. I mean, if it really rally to like the stop 1, the exit 1, like the orb high. So you have to understand there's other people going short right here. Okay, so they want to take people out first before it's going to turn. That's what we have to be aware of every single time. And that's just the risk. But if this turns now and this is enough to take some, couple of shorters out with their tight stop loss, then it's fine for me. And then it could correct itself and sell off, okay? We don't know for sure if it's gonna be today where things is gonna sell off. We don't know, okay? We don't hope, we don't predict anything. We just took a short and then we holding it for now. I really want to add to this one here. And I also have to accept that things is just going to do something that I don't want it to do. And if I have a short position, I have to cut losses. I cannot just be holding things if it goes all the way back here and it keeps rallying. Sometimes things is actually surprising me. And it shouldn't surprise you as a trader. You shouldn't, care about where market is going. You should just focus on mitigating and managing risk, and then, get out if it doesn't work. If it doesn't plan out and if it doesn't really work for the first 15-20 minutes while you're in a position, you should just exit immediately and then just call it a day for yourself. And then another day, that's my strategy. My strategy is going in, make 20,000-30,000, walk away. I don't have to make any bold move where I take like the whole market down or the whole market up. I just want to scalp, walk away, make money, that's it. So what we're doing right here, where we like going short at lows after it sold off 100 points, and then we telling ourselves, hey, we want to short it all the way back here. There's nothing wrong with that. It's making us a fortune if it's going to work, but I think the chances of this working is very little, to be honest. But let's see. I'm short. I'm short with you. I think having a stop loss at stop 2 is what's gonna work. I think having and then add more to it maybe. Let's see if there's gonna come some momentum soon. Because right now it's just pointing one way. I'm not super sure where this is gonna go. Still looks like it's gonna go up first. To maybe 25,000. There's many stop losses at 25,000. So in like 120, 130 points, trust me. They're not stupid, the market makers. They're not gonna let you short it and then you just make a lot of money and then you walk away. You think it's very easy to trade. You think you can just go short with me and then you're not gonna get stopped out and we always hitting a home run. No. You have to understand that there's other players that want to take your money. Okay, the reason why you're winning is because someone is losing. So if you think you can just go in, make money, you don't belong in this game. And especially if you think you're going to be right 5 or 6 or 7 out of 10, you're probably only going to be right 3 times out of 10 with a setup like this. But once it works, you make 5 or 6 times more than you on average losing. So my indicator and my strategy is not what's wrong, is your mindset of not holding it, right? That's what's wrong. And then you say, yeah, Messi, but you're closing yourself. That's also correct, okay? But it's not the indicator, it's not the strategy, it's the person behind it. Because if you have, let's say, 100 trades, and you could never lose more than 0.5% of your bankroll, let's just say that, or never more than 30 points, then your average loss is X amount. And then if you're always holding your setups till, let's say, 200 points, then you know exactly your average win. You never close a win before. And that's what you probably have to practice. If you want to be very profitable and make a lot of money. Just these two things, right? Make sure you're not losing more than X amount of money. Make sure you're always winning by holding it and never exit before. That's how you become profitable and very successful and scaling accounts to a very large amount. Scaling account to a very large amount doesn't come from taking a lot of risk and scalping like I do. I just like doing it, right? It will still make money doing it. I will. I mean, a fortune. But it's just a different approach and a different way of trading the market. So which approach is the right? I mean, a combination. It's just I don't want to only be winning. I mean, 1 or 2 days or one day out of the week, because I do this for a living and I do this because it's fun and it's my passion. So if I know I'm right regarding a short, I could move my stop loss, but that's because of, I mean, my overall bankroll, and that I also don't. I mean, I could really afford it, right? But if you're using a funder account or using like personally funds and you kind of like not really full time and you don't have that much, then you should really learn how to hold it up and trade the right way and not scalp and then lose 50K, 100K, and then only win 20K. But again, it depends on who you are. For me personally, I just don't like to hold, because I go in very heavy. I don't like to hold position overnight. And I especially don't like to hold them when I go for a workout or I go for a long walk. I like to cash out very quick. That's just me. That's how I made my money. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the right way. Maybe your way is better than my way. Maybe your trading style combined with my indicator is better than what I do. The only person that know what works for you is yourself, okay? You're an adult. So, I mean, regarding my trading style, it's just I use this indicator to kind of like have an idea of, I mean, where people they place the entries, the exits, and also where they go short, like here, me, retail investors, and then I have an idea of where people have their stop losses. So I'm kind of like trading against my own system, kind of. So why I'm profitable is also I do the right sizing, and when I'm winning, I'm winning very good amounts, and when I'm losing, I'm always like, I'm losing, but I'm not losing that heavy. And it's very rare. I mean, yeah. Well, let's see here. I mean, it's choppy morning. Very choppy morning. No progress. So, I mean, when it's very hard, these trade here, and you see no progress, there's a big chance it's going to just dump now and sell off, and then we holding it. But there's also a big chance that the buyers is going to be more aggressive and take the market, take over the market, and then really push it, right? But again, no one in the trading game is perfect. No one can really predict what's going on. I may be just a little bit better of kind of like have an idea of the market. Let's see here. It seems like it's just want to go up. Let's see. It's more like a mindset game, I think, this trading than strategy, because how I'm gonna make a fortune today without it having to work, it could go. So I mean, this is how it would work. Okay, I'll just say I'm short. Okay, and then things is gonna really sell off. I take profit. I make a fortune. If it goes up, I just move my stop loss a little bit and I keep adding, and I know it's gonna turn at some point back to here because it's extremely overbought. And if it doesn't work, I'll probably just gonna hold it or take off and then wait for selling pressure or wait for even. So I mean, either I'm gonna make a fortune or it's gonna push and I just add. And then you're like, how can you keep adding? Aren't you not losing? Yeah, I of course I will lose if I quit, but I just have so much margin, and I just have so much I could add to the position. And again, percentage is not huge. I just mean, if you're trading with like 5 or 10 million, you mean if you're making 1%, you're making 100K, right? If you're trading with $10,000, you're making 1% or 2%. That's huge, but you're only making $100. So I don't have to make that crazy percentage. And that's the difference. And also, if it goes against me, I could add more money to the account, or, I mean, that's also another thing. Let's see here. It's pretty slow. It's not really doing anything. Will it surprise me if it sells off? I mean, it doesn't want to make it so easy. I mean, let's look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is actually still to the downside, weak. But I mean, it's still holding. What about UK 100? Yeah, that's pushing. But then it starts correcting. The best you could do, if you ask me, is holding it all the way down. It's actually giving, guys, see here. It's actually giving a long right here, right? We don't have any, I mean, progress below overnight low. I mean, that doesn't break or 15-minute lows, doesn't break previous. I mean, it's holding, it's actually giving me a long. This is normally where I would go long, take a quick scalp. So this is how I would probably do it. So I will still like to hold short, and I'll probably like to basically take a good setup today. But you know me, then I'm closing it at CP1 for good profit and then walking away. And now I'm short. So I don't want to do any long position now. Let's see here. Still not doing anything, to be honest. It's just going up. But I would probably just hold it a little bit more to see if it turns. Even the market is actually pointing up. But I think it's going to go 20 points more up. And then I think it could turn. It could also continue. I mean, it's holding pretty strong. And it just looks like it's actually want to go up. I mean, it's probably going to take these out here like 970, maybe 125. It looks like a potential long. So this is what I would do. I'm not adding heavy to this one here. So I'm still short. But I'm just not adding to it. Okay? I want to see what the market's going to do. Because right now, I mean, adding to it here, it's very risky. I mean, if it goes back here, you can close the ones you added. But I mean, I wouldn't add here. I would probably add higher up if I do something, and then I would like to hold it. Yeah, I'm not adding anything. I'm just going to hold it. Also, if you want access to these indicators, I just updated a little bit here. So you can get private access through Whoop, but it's going to be 3 different memberships. It's just to help more people. Then there's this one with onboarding call with me, and there's one call per month with me. It's a monthly membership, and then we have this Orb Core you just saw. That's keep getting updated, refreshed. It's working really great for passing funder challenges, but also just for, I mean, trading your own live account or following me. That's one indicator. This is both indicators, okay? This is just like whoop.com/Matt Hansen real mass trades, okay? No rush. Check it out. I just want to let you know. Still not doing anything. Let's see. When things become hard, then we have to take the trade. So now it's actually up from 860 to 915. So it just rallied. So we should probably have scalped from here to there, closed it, wait for it to push back to an orb high, and then shorting around where I have to stop to. That's probably what it could look like. We could also be very detached, guys, and then just hold the setup. I mean, all the way back till the previous day's lows. I just don't see that the DAX is going to sell off that heavy so quick. Nasdaq is also turning. I mean, they're probably just trying to take people out. DJ30. I mean, that's actually selling off. What about S&P 500? I mean, it's coming back a little bit. So, I mean, this is also interesting because they first dumping it and then they pushing it back. Same with the DAX. They first dumping it and they pushing it back. So you know what? I'm gonna have my stop loss. I don't want to get stopped out too quick. I'll have my stop loss at 25,000. I have it on my mirror trading account as well. I'm gonna target back to the previous day's lows. So you could either take profit here or you could take it all the way back to previous day's lows. I actually think I'm gonna try to target these previous day's lows and have a set and forget approach. It's very rare I have it, but I'll see if I could do it, and then I'll let you know if I close it. Okay, so right now stop loss 25,000 and I'll hold this short here. Okay.